right now on Action 2 News at 6.
I'm still processing it. It's phenomenal. It's unreal. I can't even imagine that I'm here right now.
Tonight is the night. Packers fans are counting down to Green Bay being on the clock for their first pick in this year's NFL Draft. We'll take you to the Draft Theater where the excitement continues to surge.
And Ray Nitschke's, and then I got Aaron Rodgers and Brett Favre. So there's that.
No distance or obstacle too much for loyal NFL fans. We hear the story about football faithfuls who did everything they could to make it to tonight's event.
From WBAY TV and live from Great North Commons, this is Action 2 News at 6 at the Draft.
Good evening. Thanks for joining us after years of planning and counting down day one of the draft in Titletown. We're at under an hour. Can you believe that?
And we just saw the players, the folks headed to the green room, pulled up behind us with a police escort.
Yeah.
So it is for real. It's upon us right
happening.
now. We're just about an hour away, as we mentioned. And football fans traveling to Lambeau Field tonight from all over the world, literally, to watch the next generation of players find a spot on their first ever professional football team. Sports Director Chris Rudd now joining us live with more details on that. Chris.
Well, hello, Bill and Cammie, and welcome everybody inside Lambeau Field. It's a little quieter now than it has been for the last few hours. The red carpet festivities down on the field have wrapped up here in the last few minutes, but our Dave Schrader is still down there, so let's go down there and get a recap on all those fun festivities taking place. Dave?
Well, things are just wrapping up here on the red carpet. 16 prospects spending some time chatting with us. The next stop for them, the Draft Theater, as they wait to hear their names called in the first round of tonight's NFL Draft. And the Packers may not be picking at the top of the round, but there's certainly plenty of talent for all the other teams to procure, or perhaps for Goody to trade up, including the top edge rusher in this year's draft, Penn State's Abdul Carter, who I caught up with just moments ago. Abdul, what's it take to be a great pass rusher, and what do you think your impact on this league will be?
Yeah, it takes a lot. I feel like pass rush is an art. Also studying the guys that's the best of it, and just mastering your craft. I think I have a huge impact. I just got to put the work in, trust my teammate, trust my coaching.
If there's any pass rusher you emulate your game on, who would that be?
Yeah, I've been getting a lot of comparisons recently, but I want to be my own player, my own man, and just create my own name. Let's interview you. We want to explain your fit?
Oh, yeah? Well, I decided to go with bright colors today, and I'm glad I didn't get rained on. How about you?
I want to do all black, kind of blend in incognito and let the shame pop out more. So
it is popping for sure. Have fun tonight. I wasn't really expecting questions about my suit. My daughter helped me pick it out today, but I did find a pinstripe brother in a guy who could go as the 4th overall pick in this draft, offensive lineman Will Campbell, my pinstripe brother.
Just saw it in a book, and I was like, ooh, I need that. I like that.
I agree with that.
No doubt, yes, sir.
How anxious are you to hear your name called and to start talking about football, not arm length, this, that, and the other?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just excited for the next step. Excited to meet my new teammates, my new coaching staff, and get back to football.
How's the Green Bay experience been so far?
It's been great. Reminds me a lot of my hometown. Just this team. I mean, this city loves this team.
They're one and the same.
No doubt. So it's just been really cool to be able to be here.
All right, thanks so much. Have fun tonight. The red carpet here was all about excitement for these players and celebrating them as they get ready to realize lifelong dreams. And now the nerves will start as they wait to hear their names called. As for the Packers at number 23, some guys that are here who could hear their names called by Brian Gutekunst in Green Bay, Tataroa McMillan, the receiver, Matthew Golden as well, Maxwell Hairston, a cornerback, and of course the guy I picked in my mock draft, Shamar Stewart. Chris?
All right, Dave, thanks very much. Of course, everybody wondering, is this going to be the year? The Packers have famously not taken a wide receiver in the first round of the draft. We all know since Javon Walker 23 years ago. Now this year, most analysts agree there are 3, maybe 4 guys that could go in the first round, but you could probably find just as many analysts who think some of those 4 guys won't even get picked tonight in the first round. Now the Packers certainly could use some help at that position. Underwhelming production at times last year, plus Christian Watson's injury, that presents a need at that position, and they did use 3 of their official 30 pre-draft visits on the consensus top 3 receivers in this draft. That's Arizona's Tet McMillan, Matthew Golden of Texas, and Emeka Egbuka of Ohio State. So should we read anything into that?
No, I don't think we've looked at it really any differently than other than certainly if there's an opportunity to take a player at that position that makes sense, we'll do it. But I don't think we feel like we need to do anything. I feel really good about our roster right now. I mean, I think that's one of the – it doesn't happen every year. I mean, every year is a little bit different. But, like, if we had to go play next week, I feel really good about our roster and our ability to win and go compete. So, really across the board. So, hopefully as this draft unfolds, we're able to just kind of sit back and select the best players that fall to us.
Of course, you have to plan a little bit ahead if you want to get here and park and enjoy yourself. If you leave early enough, maybe you could even potentially take a shuttle because that's being offered too.
Oh yes, Buzzes in Freedom, one of the many places running shuttles all weekend as they partner with JT's Charter Bus to make that happen for so many folks. Taylor Zebel hopped on one of those shuttles today to catch a glimpse of the pre-draft excitement. Taylor.
That's right, Kimmy and Bill. I had a great time on the shuttle earlier this afternoon. I thought it'd be fun. Hop on, get a feel for the fans' excitement, the eagerness while on their way here to the draft. Buzzes is a bar in Freedom running shuttles multiple times a day for all 3 days of the draft. And let me tell you, the bar was packed when I arrived at 11:30. Lots of people wanting to get to the venue as soon as they could. All the people I talked to said they have never been to an NFL draft before, and they could not pass up this opportunity.
Very excited. It's going to be great. It's going to be quite, I don't quite know what to expect yet, but I think it's just going to be just crazy down here.
Good crazy, right?
Good crazy, yes. It's going to be great for Green Bay, for the city.
Probably just walk around and maybe go to the draft experience. Just hang out for the day.
Do the 40-yard dash?
Yeah, definitely.
Almost all the fans on the shuttle were Packers fans, except for one Steelers fan. But oh my gosh, they could not get off that shuttle fast enough. Cammie and Bill, back to you.
Welcome back to Action 2 News at 6. Taking a live look right now at the Kroll's draft camp from the other side of the stadium. This is by Cellcom. Less than an hour until the draft officially kicks off. And yeah, there's a lot of crowd, a lot of excitement. Fans flying in, they're driving up. We talked to lots of folks from different states. They're all here to experience the draft in Green Bay.
That's right, Cammie. Harold Cunningham, a fan from Missouri, came to Green Bay for his first time ever to join the draft festivities. We spoke with him earlier about which team he's rooting for.
Who are you a fan of?
Seahawks! Seeing all the fans, I'm in the inner circle, so I'll get to be down by the stage and see all the rest of the Seahawkers. So we'll be loud and proud as always.
Okay, ready?
You'll be famous there. We see fans from all over been respectfully celebrating their teams and just love the camaraderie. There's just a buzz in there, and they love the NFL. It's draft day here in Green Bay, of course, and fans who are in Titletown for the big event have a chance to check out an incredible piece of history on display downtown.
Emerson Lehman takes us to the Automobile Gallery in Green Bay for this week's Small Towns.
It was specially made for Bart Starr himself.
Inside the Automobile Gallery, downtown Green Bay.
And of course, the Bart Starr car is the star of the show.
You'll find a piece of NFL history.
General Motors painted this Goodwood Green Metallic, which was the closest green to Green Bay Packer green.
Gifted to green and gold royalty.
This is a 1967 Corvette that was awarded to Bart Starr February 3rd, 1967, for being the MVP of what became the first Super Bowl. Back then it was called the NFL-AFL Championship.
Bart Starr's name will live on in Titletown forever. But that journey to immortality started near the bottom at the 1956 draft.
To me, when I see this car, Emerson, I don't see the MVP. I don't see Bart Starr. I see the 200th pick in the 1956 draft. 17th rounder who in the space of 10 years went from the very bottom to the pinnacle of his profession.
From the 200th pick to QB1 and eventually head coach of the Packers.
Bart Starr was such an incredible human being.
A journey Daryl Burnett admired fondly while working as a sports journalist.
We see many legends who perhaps don't live up quite to the legend. In Bart Starr's case, I always say the legend doesn't live up to the man.
Now the Automobile Gallery's Director of Curation and Preservation, Burnett is proud to see the Joy Star's MVP car brings to the fans who cheered him on for so many years.
To be able to have his MVP Corvette here on display, not only for the draft, but in perpetuity, is really special for me personally and for the Automobile Gallery and Event Center. One of the proudest moments I had in my role is seeing people come in and literally stare at this car. And then they'll share stories, personal stories that they have of not only Bart, but Cherry and the family.
Fans given the chance to share their thoughts on if the vehicle should be kept as is or restored to its prime condition. One special passenger even making her opinion known.
It was Cherry's last trip to Green Bay. In a private moment, they told wonderful stories about this car, but Cherry then filled out one of the slips, and it said, definitely restore this car because Bart never would have let it get in this condition in the first place.
I thought you'd never ask.
A special car for a special man.
This is more artifact than it is automobile.
All on display, downtown Green Bay.
To see the kind of impact that a car has like this is truly rewarding for us.
Reporting with Chief Photojournalist Will Sentowski, I'm Emerson Lehman for Small Towns.
Well, things are cooling off a bit here. Let's go live to meteorologist David Ernst back in the studio with a look at that forecast, David.
Yeah, Cammie, I noticed you in the shots earlier. Definitely a few more layers on than yesterday when we had those temperatures up into the 70s. Not the case today, falling down through the 50s as the draft is ongoing, eventually landing in the upper 40s. But the good news is it looks like the rain will stay away.
All right, keep in mind, Goody also told us on Monday he doesn't need his first-round pick to come in and make an immediate impact. It would be nice, but it's not a necessity. The Ted Thompson School of Draft and Develop still governs Goody's decision, although he does admit the development part of that window is a little bit smaller than it used to be. It really comes down to opportunities for rookies as much as anything else. And a great opportunity awaits a couple of former Badgers and Wisconsin natives this weekend, although not tonight. Former UW wide receiver Sevareid DK could be the first Dairy State native off the board. The Waukesha North product spent his final college season at Florida. He ran the second fastest 40 among receivers at the Combine. Some projecting DK as a fourth-round pick. Meanwhile, former Badger safety and Muskego native Hunter Wohler is projected to be going in the 5th or 6th round, both eager to get the call from the stage in their home state.
It's special because I don't think in my lifetime the draft will ever be in Green Bay again. So it's definitely special being from Wisconsin, playing in Wisconsin. You know, to have the opportunity to have my name called in Wisconsin as well.
Not necessarily the state, but the people, right? Like, you know, so many people have poured so much into me. I don't know if the location geographically had an impact, but, you know, Wisconsin has a bunch of really great people who care about each other. And, you know, without them, I wouldn't have, you know, been in the position I am. Oh, it's awesome. I mean, you know, I think that the Green Bay fans, knowing how passionate they are, growing up around the Packers, I'm sure they'll be excited and fired up to go for that.
I'm just excited to be here at Lambeau, be here in Green Bay with 80,000 of my best friends and family here.
A day nearly a decade in the making.
We're here in Green Bay. We're so excited. This is our bucket list.
The NFL's smallest market hosting one of the league's biggest events.
Green Bay would be top of the list. One of the oldest franchises, maybe one of the smallest markets, but maybe the mightiest.
Green Bay, tonight at the center of the National Football League. It's the final countdown to the 2025 NFL Draft.
And again, good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Amplify Health by Bellin studio atop the Great North Commons as our final countdown to the draft special unfolds. Less than a half hour to go in the first round of the NFL draft. Hard to believe, and we have some breaking news on that front.
Yeah, it's hard to believe it's here, and it's easy to see why people are embracing this. The NFL One Pass, we're told, just pushed out an alert saying that maximum capacity is reached for the event venue, and they were limiting some entries. So do check if you're headed down here, check your NFL One Pass app, because that will have the latest information about things like that. We can tell you from this vantage point, we have seen a steady stream in and out all day.
And let's go to the west side of the stadium. Looking live now at our Cellcom draft camera from near the Coles situation right now. Over there in the stage is set. Fans getting settled in at the draft theater, preparing for that star-studded round one, which tips off at the top of the hour.
That's right. Those player prospects are waiting, and they are eager to hear their names called, taking that spot kind of in the limelight. And it's going to be an exciting night for them.
Oh, it sure will be. Will be one as well for our Action 2 Sports Director Chris Roth and his accomplice Dave Schrader. They're joining us now with just minutes to go. Gentlemen.
All right, Billy and Cammie, thanks very much. Dave, they were talking about how we've reached capacity outside, right? And so I wonder how many of those people might be disappointed. They talked about breaking news. There's some reports out there that the Packers are among 8 teams, Albert Breer of Sports Illustrated putting this out, among the 8 teams that are actively fielding calls to move out of the first round tonight, which would make them just the second host team not to make a first-round pick in a draft. Do you really think that's going to happen? They're going to burn this place down.
Right. Goody has said that Mark Murphy has given him the free rein to do whatever he sees fit. I'm not buying it. This is Mark Murphy's last hurrah as president before relinquishing the reins. If he trades out, he may allow it, but I don't think Mark would like it.
I don't think either one of them gets out of here alive tonight if that's what happens. Now, most of the guys that you talked to on the red carpet were Power 5 guys, except one.
Yeah, I talked to Ashton Genty. He's a running back who's perhaps coming into the league at the right time. Remember, for years, they're like, why would you ever take any running back in the first round? Why would you ever pay anyone? Well, last year you saw Aaron Jones switch cities. He did all right in Minnesota. Saquon Barkley, everyone knows what he did to win a title in Philly. Josh Jacobs with the Packers. And now Genty looking to capitalize on being in the right place at the right time with his position.
It's definitely here, and I hope we continue to, gain more of a level of respect for the running back. And obviously Saquon did great things, but just the position as a whole, football's been built on running the football, right? So I don't think we can ever get away from that. So I am coming in at a great time for sure.
Something else I thought of, you said they've taken Power 5 school guys in the first round. Well, most of them are all Georgia, just one school anyways.
Well, not all Georgia.
Not all of them, but a lot. Michael Williams tonight, we'll see.
It means something. So look at the RAS, sure. Look at the needs, sure. Look at the 40, whatever you want to look at, but make sure you look at where those guys played and who they played against. That's really important. We'll see how it shakes out. We're going to send Dave back over there, so hopefully the Packers pick somebody that's here.
Haven't done it since Jair Alexander.
Right, since 2018.
More information on this. We're being told by our reporters on the scene, the area near the theater reached capacity. Huge number of people are not allowed to proceed near it. It is very full right outside the NFL draft theater. It's the most popular place for people to be, and I guess they're all there.
And we've seen strings and strings of people going to the theater, heading west, and that's where they're headed. The crowd, as we mentioned, has reached capacity there, coming up at the top of the hour, so they all want to be in place to see that. And Jason Zimmerman has been speaking to fans, getting right up front for the big event. He's outside Lambeau with more on that. Jason.
I don't think there's an area in Titletown with more people packed into a smaller area than just outside of the NFL Draft Theater. Some fans today showing up early this afternoon just to get the perfect spot for reviewing tonight's draft picks. I can't show you the area on television right now, live television, because of NFL restrictions, but trust me, it is quite the scene. People from across the country arriving for this event, representing all 32 teams, and Packers fans especially hosting this event have a huge presence in the crowd, expected to get really loud once the green and gold makes its pick. Here's a sample of what fans told me.
It is so awesome. I never thought I'd get to experience this, and I thought, I got to do this. This is the only time I'll probably get to go to an NFL draft.
You guys must have come early because you probably wanted to be right up front, right up close, to have this fantastic view.
Definitely, 100%. I mean, it's lifelong Packer fans. It's insane to be this close to the stadium and just see the draft picks and stuff, so had to get here early.
As you can see right behind me, there is a steady wave of fans making their way towards the NFL Draft Theater. It is only going to get more crowded the closer we get to 7 o'clock. Reporting just outside Lambeau. Jason Zimmerman, Action 2 News.
More than 200,000 folks, matter of fact, expected to be here in Green Bay for the draft weekend, and thousands of football fans lining up when those gates opened today, and it was a mad rush.
Yeah, we saw fans from all over, all the teams crowding into those entry points. Emily Byer was there for the rope drop. She joins us from the draft campus with how fans take in day one.
Bill and Cammy, we're a little bit further into the draft campus here. You can see we're right by the draft house. We introduced you to that a little bit earlier in the week. Lots of fans everywhere you see. Now take a look. This is the view from above with those crowds. This is our chopper video from our Milwaukee partner, WISN. That was right before those gates opened. That's entry gate 2 right off of Ridge Road. Look at all of those people. And here you go. Here's when those gates open. This is a time-lapse video from the Cellcom cam of those folks. We're seeing lots of Green Bay Packers fans. No surprise being the home host, but we're seeing fans from all 32 teams. Lots of Ravens, Kansas City, and Bears, Browns fans. Don't worry, everyone's playing nice. A little smack talk here and there, but everyone is here for the fun and eager to see those draft picks roll in. Everyone looking forward to building the best team to fight for a Super Bowl run. There are a lot of first-time draft goers here, ecstatic to take it all in, while also hearing from fans that have those VIP draft theater tickets who have been to a couple of draft experience and are loving it so far in Green Bay.
I'm just excited to be here at Lambeau, be here in Green Bay with 80,000 of my best friends and family here. It's going to be a great time. The weather's not that great, but it's not going to get us down, and we're going to have a great time.
Yeah. First time in Green Bay?
Loving it. First time in Wisconsin. We came in through Milwaukee. Everything was perfect. Hospitality has been great. You guys have been wonderful here.
We're here in Green Bay. We're so excited. This is our bucket list. And so here we are. You know, we have not even thought that this would be possible. My husband and I retired, and now we're here. So Green Bay, here we are. We're having a great time.
And again, a reminder for folks, it's a clear bag policy, just like on game day. Again, the line over there to get in at entry gate 2, not looking too bad. Again, as we inch closer to 7 o'clock, though, I anticipate to see it get a little bit busier. We'll send it back to you.
Emily, thanks so much. Now, if you're heading to the NFL Draft Campus, it is huge, so make sure you wear warm clothes and some great walking shoes.
Right, you need good walking shoes. It's the size of 70 football fields, so yeah, you're going to be walking. Once you're inside the gates in that general admission viewing area, you must enter on Oneida Street, kind of west of the Rush Expo. Over in Titletown on the west side of Lambeau is where you'll find the food and exhibits. We do have a map showing the entire campus, WBAY.com/draft. The map is also available on the NFL One Pass app, and I would recommend that you enable push notifications because you'll get information like we just shared about the capacity being reached in that draft theater area.
That's why they have the NFL One Pass. You needed to get in anyway. And take a look at your screen right now. We're helping you find parking as you get ready to head to the NFL Draft. This is a map given out by the NFL, and just like home games, you can park in nearby homes and then walk to the draft. The numbers you see on the screen are the only public entries to get into the event. The NFL recommends guests bringing cash for parking and get there early enough to snag a pretty good spot.
I'm Vince Lombardi, and in 1959, I took on the challenge of revitalizing the Green Bay Packers. When I arrived in Green Bay in '59, the Packers were coming off their worst season ever.
Fans who were around downtown Green Bay earlier today got to experience the living Packers Heritage Trail. The trail had live actors in multiple places in downtown Green Bay, including the WBAY building, to tell the rich history of the Green Bay Packers. Legendary Vince Lombardi was stationed at Hotel Northland. There's a lot of excitement as the first round continues to build. You can see back on the Jumbotron, maybe you can't see, but some of the potential draftees are walking the red carpet.
We're getting close, folks. A lot is happening here at the draft campus and around Green Bay. Of course, taking a look at the sights and sounds of the NFL Draft. Verizon and the Packers just announcing a 7-year partnership. The phone and internet company also boosting service strength for everyone attending the draft tonight.
Just in this area alone, the ability to handle 90,000 people simultaneously. So I think our investment strategy is the right one, and I hope that everyone has a great time here at Lambeau Field today.
Verizon also announcing it is wiping out $3 million worth in veterans debt in Wisconsin over the next 2 years.
USAA joined in on the fun today with a salute to service event at the Epic Event Center. Packers running back Josh Jacobs and Packers legend Clay Matthews were there to share some of their stories. It was an event to make sure local military members could connect and also enjoy themselves.
I mean, obviously, you know, this community is great when it comes to supporting anything that, you know, Packers related and things like that. So to be able to create history and have the first draft here in a community that some people, you know, deem as small or deem as, you know, whatever, to have it here is definitely big for the community.
USAA hosts events for the military community all season long at dozens of different NFL events.
Volunteers from the NFL and Lowe's teamed up to help the Greater Green Bay Habitat for Humanity finish up 2 homes in the Homestead neighborhood. They did things like help install drywall and siding for homes. Lowe's and the NFL also presented Habitat for Humanity a $3,000 check to help boost future home builds.
We're really grateful that we had the opportunity to be able to build so many homes on one piece of land like this and create a neighborhood of Habitat families.
There's a huge need for housing in this community, and the way we solve that is just by building more housing like we're doing here.
Once completely finished, the Homestead neighborhood will provide 14 new Habitat homes for families who need them.
And the mother of Kansas City Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes hosted the Ultimate Sports Parent Brunch today, used to create a space for future NFL and football moms and families to network and get through everything together. It all happened at the Crystal Ballroom at Hotel Northland in Green Bay this afternoon. I don't know if you just saw it, but there were some fireworks that just went off. I'm just, every time I'm turning around, there's something new. And the choppers are coming. Black Hawk helicopters are coming, we are told. Oh, here they come. Let's take a look.
Can we take a look?
Yeah. Loosen up. See if they can pan up.
There they are. I got a chance to do the PA work at Lambeau Field, and I tell you, this is always a special moment every single game. Let's enjoy it right now. In here outside the draft campus.
So cool.
Thank you to our military.
So neat. I mean, how do you top that? Yeah, thank you to our military. That was that's emotional. That was fun to see.
It always is.
Yes, we have more to come on our countdown to the draft special.
Fans descend on the Lambeau Field for the first night of the draft. How long one fan drove to experience the event here in Titletown. Stick around. Welcome back to the Amplify Health by Bellin studio, high atop the Great North Commons. Live look now from the Cellcom draft camera on the west side of the stadium. Less than 15 minutes to go. It's almost here, Cammie.
Yeah, and you can see by that draft cam how many people are in that area. The NFL now saying that area is at full capacity. It says there's postings inside this draft footprint that says, attention fans, this area has reached maximum capacity. Fans are invited to watch from Lambeau Field or viewing screens at the draft experience. Theater tickets and hospitality passes may access through the northeast gate. Maria Parmigiani talked with one fan who drove through the night to make it to the opening of the draft experience this afternoon.
And so it begins. With that, Thursday's here, noon has happened, and the draft has begun.
We've met fans from all over that are representing their favorite teams right here at Lambeau in the draft campus.
Let's get it! Nick Bolton went to Mizzou, and then he got drafted by the Chiefs. I went ahead and got a custom-made college to pro uni, and then I figured it'd be the perfect thing to wear down here since I'm from Springfield, Missouri. Drove 10.5 hours overnight to get down here. Have to represent Missouri in its entirety.
They even come wearing their very own Super Bowl flair.
Signed by Patrick Mahomes, Clark Hunt, and Trey Smith.
At the draft experience, Maria Parmigiani, Action 2 News.
We did it, folks, under 2 minutes to the first round of the NFL draft. Woo!
No more countdown. Now we're getting ready for the real deal. In just a matter of seconds here now, there'll be a big boo for the commissioner, and then it'll be the real deal. The 2025 NFL draft is next.
Enjoy.